Imagine a country with zero income tax, no national bank, and massive concentrations of private wealth hidden deep in the Pyrenees. The security of this territory is nearly absolute. It consistently ranks as one of the safest jurisdictions on the planet, with a crime rate that is essentially zero. Yet, reaching this hub requires navigating a massive logistical gap. This wealthy nation has not a single commercial airport and absolutely zero railway tracks. This isolation presents a unique calculation for anyone considering a move. We have to determine if the tax benefits actually survive the steep physical and logistical costs of entry. Extreme security and total wealth preservation demand high barriers to entry. Let us evaluate who actually survives the math of life in Andorra. Physical entry is strictly limited. You must drive into the valley through the mountain borders of either France or Spain. Because Andorra sits outside the Schengen zone, international travelers face a specific hurdle. Returning to Europe requires a multiple-entry Schengen visa just to clear the French and Spanish checkpoints. The lack of an airport effectively cuts the country off from casual mass tourism and rapid international business travel. To measure the actual return on investment of this environment, we will analyze it through three distinct profiles: the luxury tourist, the expat worker, and the wealth optimizer. This geographical isolation functions as a deliberate filter. The lack of transit infrastructure allows the state to carefully regulate the economic profile of every person entering the valley. Profile 1 is the luxury tourist. Their objective is accessing premium, tax-free retail within a highly secure European setting. The experience is culturally distinct. This is the only country where Catalan is the official language, paired with traditions like the slow-simmered escudella stew. The logistical input is high. Visitors must land in neighboring countries and rent vehicles to navigate the high-altitude mountain passes. The reward for that travel friction is direct access to world-class winter sports infrastructure that remains remarkably uncrowded. For the premium traveler, the difficult commute serves as a beneficial filter that keeps the slopes pristine. Profile 2 is the expat worker, drawn by the promise of safety and roles in massive sectors like banking and retail. This chart maps the baseline income. The average local professional earns between 2,200 and 2,800 euros per month, but those wages meet a harsh reality. A simple one-bedroom apartment extracts 900 to 1,500 euros in rent, while basic meals cost 20 to 25 euros. These premium costs of living effectively consume the benefit of having zero income tax. For the aspirational middle class, the tax-free status cannot outpace the daily cost of survival. The margin left for savings is effectively non-existent. Profile 3 is the wealth optimizer. They seek permanent residency to protect vast amounts of external capital from foreign taxation. The draw is absolute: the complete elimination of personal income tax on their global earnings. That capital is parked in high-end, vertically integrated real estate built directly into the mountain valleys. The primary trade-off is the loss of spontaneous global mobility. Without a local airport, international travel becomes a multi-hour commitment. Trading this basic logistical convenience for absolute sovereign security is, for this exclusive class of resident, a highly profitable sacrifice. This comparison matrix places all three profiles side by side, weighing the required input against the lifestyle return. The worker profile fails the math. Without significant external capital, the high cost of living makes the environment unsustainable. The tourist and the optimizer succeed. Their models work because they bring wealth into the ecosystem, rather than relying on it for a wage. And accessing any of these benefits requires physically passing through those heavily monitored mountain checkpoints. The ultimate rule of Andorra is clear. A 0% tax rate is only useful if you already possess the wealth required to cross the threshold. This decision tree simplifies the choice. For an average wage expat or digital nomad, relocation is a net loss. Your margins are erased by daily costs. But if you are protecting high net worth or seeking a luxury retreat, the environment perfectly matches your strategy. Your physical location must align with your economic reality. Would you trade an airport for a tax haven? Let us know. Next, we travel to Angola, where massive oil wealth meets extreme social